Tonight, Middle East moved one step forward to a very, very nightmare scenario. United States launched a very fresh new strike against Iran. Now, Iran is saying they are going to retaliate. Now, here comes the scary part. Why is it scary? Because Iran doesn't need to win this war. All what they need is to make this war super expensive for United States, and we know that the history says that the superpower get trapped. Remember one thing, Iran has survived, and they have survived in many ways. They have been surviving under sanctions for years, and there have been so many assassinations that took place against their leaders, and we know that they have survived two major wars. One war was launched in the year 2025 in June summer. They survived it very well, and now in this year when United States and Israel attacked Iran again for this 39 days war, Iran has survived. Now, what it means is that they're surviving, and they're surviving very well. Now, this time, when during the ceasefire, we all knew Donald Trump said it himself, is that there was a deal looming, and 95% of the deal was already ready. And there you go. We just had a strike against Iran. And now Iran said that they're going to retaliate. We have to understand here one thing. The very scary thing and what's going to happen. Since United States escalated the war, now what we will see here is that Iran doesn't need to strike back actually. All what they have to do is to make the block that they are already taking against the entire world and the world's economy, which is Hormuz. And we know the Strait of Hormuz, which is closed at the moment, they can make it even more stronger for every single ship that is passing these days. We have heard that some ships were actually passing through. They can make it completely closed. And what they will be doing now is that we know that on the other side of the Persian Gulf, there is another strait, which is, of course, right near to Yemen, and Houthis can stop the other strait. And then what happens? 50% of the global energy is completely now. What would happen now? The next move would be Iran is going to escalate, or probably they will retaliate, not escalations, because I don't think that Iran is actually playing the escalation ladder. It is other way around. Rather, the United States is actually trying to play the escalation ladder. Now, what's going to happen here is that Iran is going to make a very decisive decision, and they will probably retaliate. Now, based on their retaliation, if the United States escalate, what's going to happen? There will be again all-out war. Will there be a deal, or will there be an all-out war? We'll have to wait and see. But one thing which is very much here is that the empire, the United States and its empire is falling. Just think one small aspect of it is that the superpower, which is being challenged by a sanctioned nation, which has been sanctioned for years, a smaller military power can easily resist themselves against a superpower, which is supposed to be the greatest superpower in this century, is struggling. That tells you is that the empire is falling, and the other nations like China, Iran, they are rising. And we have to wait and see how it turns out. But at this moment, things are quite. Why it is tense? Because United States launched an attack today. So that's a very significant thing, because they want to, this is a very simple equation. They want to put pressure to the negotiator who are negotiating on behalf of Iran. And so they can actually negotiate based on United States term, but it's not going to happen, because very simple thing. Remember, United States, Donald Trump, he said it very out loud that he wanted to, or the United States and its ally, Israel, wanted to change the regime and wanted to wipe out the entire civilization. And here we are. Now they're pressuring, and they're trying to get a deal out of it. That says a lot. That says that United States is actually losing this war. Simple, plain as it is.